Hello, welcome to the All or Nothing podcast. Our official sponsors are KR Couriers and Transport Limited. This is a Northwest based courier company delivering all across the UK. They can assist in home moves and removals to large, heavy and bulky items, collections and drop-offs. Fast, safe and reliable deliveries. Please get in touch for a free quote. You'll find all the information within the description. Thank you.
Hello everyone, hope we're all good. Big shout out to KR Couriers and Transport Limited, and massive thank you to everyone who likes, shares, comments and subscribes to the All or Nothing podcast with myself, Billy Moore. I was thinking about people that you wouldn't mess with, real hard men, to be avoided, and a name kept popping up in my head, and it was Jojo Collins. I remember hearing about Jojo's reputation many years ago. I was only a young lad in the prison system. I'd never sat down and spoke to the fella. I've never met him. I've seen him, in the system, ships passing, in the night, that kind of stuff. But he was known. He was a known face. He was on the roof of D-Wing in Dartmoor. Yeah, check out this video, I'll put it up now and then we'll have a little chat.
Liverpudlian, serving 10 years for robbery, was the only outward sign today of Dartmoor's worst riot for nearly 60 years. His particular grievance, he wants to be in the north, near his mother.
My name is Joseph Collins. I come from Liverpool and I'm serving 10 years for robbery. I was sent from this prison from Long Larton in Evesham after being promised to move up north so I could be closer to my family.
Outside the main gate.
There he is there, kicking off, protesting. His demands are quite minimal. He wants to go back home. It took him to climb on that roof to try and get some answers. He's been told by the screws that they're going to transfer him, so he's been blagged. And one thing you can't do is mess around with someone's head, especially when they're banged up. When you're in that cell and you're pacing that floor like a caged animal and your hands are tied behind your back because you're powerless and you can't do nothing, and you're full of anger and resentment and bitterness, and that door is not getting open, and you're smashing on it, screaming, "Boss, get here!" and no one's coming to your cell. And when they eventually do come to your cell, they come mob-handed. They're mufti, which stands for minimal use of force and intervention, which is bollocks, because they just twist you up, take you down a block and kick the living daylights out of you. So yeah, you can understand why some people behave the way they do. Jojo was from the same area as the G's, the Grisdale. So he's another product of a bad environment. Poor communities, poor policing. Everyone's skint. Drugs are widely available. No wonder, some of these young lads today, struggle, just coping with life on life terms. And it's quite different from what it used to be, like it is now. It's like there's a lot more temptation, than there was for when I was a kid. We went out in the morning, didn't come back till tea time, and we had a ball. We went egging, we went fucking hunting for fucking whatever. We just had a great time. But now it's like most of these kids are locked in the bedroom, smoking Star Dog and struggling with that social awkwardness and finding it difficult to communicate with, the family. So yeah, and they become jailbait because they're skint, they're on their arse, they're not getting out and having a graft. Putting in a hard day's work. And when you're hooked on drugs, then, who wants to go out and fucking do a 9 to 5. I didn't. You know, unfortunately, I had no skills. I was sent to what you call a YTS, which, you know, meant to be young, thick and stupid. I was working on a ship called the John Sue in Boston, Lincolnshire. I lasted about 3 weeks. I loved it. Initially, when I got there, I had an ounce of Rocky on me that I got off some kid called Franny from Speak. Franny don't freeze, man. Wow. Hell. You know, remember his brother Jimmy? You know, R.I.P. Jimmy. Jimmy sadly killed himself, and that was again through like mental health and addiction, and he had his struggles. There's people that are just been in my life and I've come across and who were just, you know, who were dead. And the fact that the matter is, I've been a lot of bedsides of people who are dying, and they say, you know what, Bill, all the things that we stress about and worry about is just bollocks. You know, and I believe that to be true. Because at the end of the day, you know, when you're on your deathbed and you're taking your last breath, many, many years from now, you know, you're going to ask yourself this question: have I lived? Have I truly lived? Have I done the things that I wanted to do? Have I been to the places that I've wanted to go? Or have I just fucking sat in a council flat all my life, taking drugs, going to prison, fucking being depressed, you know, not living, just fucking surviving? That's what most people are doing. You know, it's about living, it's about getting out there. You know, the most important thing you can do is when you wake up, you know, if you want to change the world, fucking start by making your bed. Open the curtains, open the windows, let in a bit of fresh air. Say something nice to someone. That's why I've got this platform. I don't want this platform to be, oh, it's fucking toxic and it's fucking, you know, people are fucking ripping each other off and shouting at each other and giving people an hard time and calling people out all the time and, you know, wanting fights. I don't want none of that. You know, people say, oh, YouTube's toxic. It's only toxic if your platform is toxic. Yeah? I come from a massive drug addiction background, a massive, you know, prison and institution background. I fought my way through it. I changed. I knew it was better. I just needed someone to extend that hand of help, and I had to be willing to accept it and go, okay, come on. You know, for me, that climbing on a prison roof in Walton was the significant moment in my life, and I can identify with the likes of Jojo and John Murray, who climbed on the roof in strange ways, and people who barricade themselves in the cell and just kick off in the prison system because it's a desperate scream for help. You know, when I got up there on the roof, it was like, I've had a fucking enough of this, you know. I want to change. No matter what I ask or say, you know, no one's fucking reaching out. So I've had to do it in a negative way. And yeah, it propelled me to a place of like change. The direction I took was positive. People said, we believe in you, when I didn't believe in myself. You know, so you can't blame the likes of Jojo and other individuals like Danny and Danny G. You know, he's, you know, fucking been on the inside for a long time. Is there any hope if all you're faced with is bang up? No. Prison does not work. There's no rehabilitation. It's just a fucking way of putting people, you know, to sleep for a long time. And then when they wake up and they're full of anger and rage, they unleash them into the community. And, you know, it's the poor souls in society that have to suffer. So, yeah, maybe prison needs to fucking wake up, or will it ever? It's just a money spinning, you know, thing for some people, innit? Just don't want to get angry with these little uploads. But thanks again for watching. Take care.